I caught my boyfriend role-playing as me online and selling feet pics to pay for his mom's BBL. I feel violated and disgusting. Honestly, I wish I was the kind of person who could laugh this off, or write it as some LOL look at this wild thing my ex did post. But I can't. I feel sick. Hollow. Violated. And humiliated. I don't know how to process any of it, so here I am, hoping that throwing it into the internet void might help. Let me back up. My name's Naomi. I'm 27, I work in digital marketing, and I've been with my boyfriend, now ex-boyfriend I guess, Corey, 30M, for almost 4 years. I met him through a friend of a friend during a backyard socially distanced barbecue in 2020. He was sweet, unassuming, and a little shy. He had soft brown eyes and these long, delicate photographer hands. He made me feel like I was the only person in the room. We moved in together after a year. I had a stable work-from-home job and he was trying to get his freelance photography off the ground. I didn't mind carrying the financial weight while he built his brand. I believed in him. Yeah, I was such a fool. About 6 months ago, Corey made a random comment while I was painting my toenails on the couch. "Your feet are really photogenic," he said casually. I laughed. "Okay? Thanks?" "No, seriously," he said. "You could totally make money off them. You've got that whole arch thing people are into." That should have been the first clue. Not the compliment itself, but how clinical it sounded. Like he was describing inventory. Also, how did he know what feet people were into? Anyway, I brushed it off. A week later, he asked if I'd ever consider, just for fun, selling feet pics online. What the hell? Again with the feet conversation. I scoffed. I'm not about to be someone's foot fantasy. He laughed too hard. Yeah, that's fair. I just read this article about girls making like 1K a month doing it. Wow, 1K? Not bad, but I wasn't interested. Now I realize he was testing the waters. I started noticing that Corey had money all of a sudden. He bought himself a new lens for his Nikon. Paid half our rent 1 month out of nowhere. He took his mom out for brunch at some fancy spa cafe and gave her a Louis Vuitton makeup bag just because. Curiosity got the better of me and I asked if he got a new gig. Just a few side hustles, he answered vaguely. I hadn't noticed any change in his everyday habits. He was still home 90% of the time. I wondered what the new hustle was. I didn't have time to really investigate when something alarming started happening to me. I started getting password reset emails out of nowhere. PayPal. Gmail. Instagram. None of them successful, but it freaked me out. I changed my passwords and enabled 2FA. Was it scammers or hackers? I wasn't really sure, but I started being extra vigilant of my accounts, checking them very few hours. One day, I opened our shared laptop to join a Zoom call and saw a browser window still open in incognito mode. I never used incognito mode and to my knowledge neither did Corey. I clicked the tab. What I saw made my blood run cold. It took me to a page called Toes by Naomi. There were dozens of photos of my feet. Some taken from behind, while I sat at my desk. Some while I slept. Some while I was laying out by the pool on vacation. Or my legs in the air while I watched Netflix. One particular picture made me pause. It was one with my toes and a slice of cake. I had no memory of that cake even existing. The captions were even weirder. Some read, "Just finished yoga, and my feet are begging for attention. My dreaming is so vivid I can't wait to feel your lips on my soles again. $20 tip and I'll squish a peach for you, baby." I felt like I was going to vomit. My stomach turned to water. My ears were ringing. He had been pretending to be me. Taking pictures of my body without my consent. Selling them. Role-playing as me. And the worst part? There were DMs. Hundreds of them. He had regular clients. He flirted. He sent custom pics. He told them he was me. Look, I'm not knocking anyone's fetish. Go nuts, feet people. My stand is that all parties should be consenting, and I most definitely was not. I confronted him that night. My voice was shaking so badly I couldn't even look him in the eye. I saw your messages. You've been selling pictures of my feet. His first reaction? Not guilt. Not shame. Just, how did you find the page? I lost it. Are you serious? You used my body to make money behind my back? What the actual hell is wrong with you? How did you manage the custom pictures with the squished fruit and cake? A sickening thought crossed my mind. Did you drug me, Corey? I whispered. What? No, he had the nerve to look offended. He looked down, avoiding my angry gaze. You're a heavy sleeper, especially after your nighttime tea. His semi-confession hit me like a ton of bricks. He manipulated my body while I was asleep? That's almost just as bad. I didn't think you'd understand, he said. You said you weren't into it, and I get it, but we needed the money. No, we don't. I'm covering the expenses just fine. Not we as in you and me. Then who? Remember I told you my mom was feeling down lately. Going through some sort of midlife crisis. Yeah, I remember, I responded slowly. Where was he going with this? She thinks that a little plastic surgery would really help her self-esteem. That's when it hit me. I knew exactly what he had spent the money on. For months his mother had been going on and on about Kim Kardashian. She had just discovered her family's reality show. She would tell me how when she was younger, she looked just like her minus one thing. You spent the money to get your mom a Brazilian butt lift? I screamed. Yes. That's where the money went. His 56-year-old mother wanted to get some curves, and Corey decided to become my digital pimp to fund it. All without telling me. She deserves to feel good about herself, he said. And it's not like I showed your face. I don't care. It's still my body. Take the site down now, Corey. He opened his mouth to protest, but whatever he saw on my face made him wisely decide not to argue with me. He went and got the laptop. I watched over his shoulder as he deactivated the account. They're satisfied? He turned around to look at me. No, I'm not, I responded honestly. Now I want you to get the hell out. You and I are over. His face fell and he looked completely shocked. You can't do that. Yes, I can. You violated my trust. I no longer feel safe around you. Are you effing kidding me? It's not I'm some pervert, Naomi. Does it look like I'm laughing? You have 1 hour. Where am I supposed to go? Don't know, don't care. I looked down at my phone. 59 minutes 30 seconds left. After that, I'm calling the cops. He got off the couch and trudged to our bedroom. I sat at the dining room table. Moments later I heard the sounds of him packing. It sounded like he was filling trash bags. I took a couple deep steadying breaths, wondering what my next step should be. I definitely had to contact that site that was hosting the account. I didn't trust him to not just reactivate it when he's gone. Who knows how many more pictures he has. About 15 minutes later Corey stumbled into the living room, 2 large garbage bags in each hand. He looked extremely annoyed. We will talk about this when you calm down. No, we won't. I pointed to the door. If looks could kill, I'd be dead. He slammed the door on his way out. I slumped in my chair, relieved that he left without much of a fight. I waited for the pain of losing my boyfriend to surface, but it never did. I feel fine, more than fine actually. I feel lighter, like I had just cut dead weight. If I were to be honest, I had checked out of the relationship months ago. I was just with Corey for the sake of being with him. He was familiar and easy, but my complacency created a creep. Now it was time I started a new chapter, and I will be smarter this time around. 2 days after I kicked Corey out, his mom called me. I just wanted to say thank you, she said, all smug and self-satisfied. I know you and Corey have your drama, but what you did for me, that was real love. I hung up without saying a word. He had told her. He told her what he did. And she was okay with it. Happy even. The realization was enough to make me cringe. They were two oddballs that deserved each other. Corey was physically gone, but he kept trying to reach me. Eventually, I blocked him when it got to the point where I didn't even want to hear him beg. That's when I knew I was truly done with him. I will let karma do her thing with them. There's a whole lot of other things that deserved my undivided attention. I've changed the locks. Changed all my passwords. I suspect it was Corey trying to access my accounts, but I haven't figured out why yet. I filed reports on the platforms. Sent takedown requests. I might pursue legal action, but a lawyer friend of mine told me it's complicated since he didn't include my face and we were living together when the pics were taken. My mental health has taken a hit. I can't sleep. I feel unclean. I look at my own body now and feel like it doesn't belong to me. I haven't worn sandals in public since. The thought of someone seeing my feet makes my skin crawl. Yesterday I received one last text from Corey from a new number. It read, "I miss you. I only did it to help my mom. We could make so much money together if you just gave it a shot." I blocked this number as well. I don't really know how to heal from this. It's one thing to be betrayed by someone you love. It's another to realize they saw you as a product. A means to an end. I was never his girlfriend. In the beginning I was his sponsor, provider, and enabler. And at the end I was just his content. I see that clearly now. Update. Hey Reddit. It's Naomi again. I wasn't really planning to update. I wanted to move on, get some therapy, maybe burn a bundle of sage and forget I ever dated a man who sold pictures of my feet to pay for his mom's new ass. But apparently, the universe said, "Oh, you thought that was the end?" with an evil chuckle. Here's the next chapter of insanity. Corey tried to sue me for defamation of business character. Yes. You read that right. About 2 weeks after I posted, Corey emailed me, through a lawyer, with a cease and desist letter. According to him, by reporting his OnlyFans page and exposing his scam, I had caused irreparable financial harm to his established online persona and clientele base. He referred to himself in the letter as a digital intimacy consultant. I'm not joking. That's the title he chose. Digital intimacy consultant. The letter claimed I had sabotaged his brand and violated shared property rights because the photos were taken in our home. He said I'd benefited from the income even though I never saw a dime of it and didn't even know it was happening. I lawyered up. My lawyer, bless her patient heart, drafted a response that basically said, "Good luck, creep." In more professional terms. Apparently, Corey really thought he could take me to court for stealing his client base by reporting the page he built by impersonating me. Delusion, thy name is Corey. About a month after the whole OnlyFans discovery, I got a call from Corey's cousin, let's call her Jada. She and I were never close, but she always had more sense than the rest of them. She called to tell me Corey's mom, Donna, was in the hospital. The ill-gotten BBL had gone sideways. She'd gotten it done in Miami through some sketchy Instagram clinic that offered payment plans. According to Jada, Donna collapsed at brunch and had to be rushed to the ER. Turns out she had a fat embolism, basically, fat from the procedure entered her bloodstream and caused serious complications. Before this she had already noticed something off with her BBL. Everyone around her said she smelled something awful. Apparently, she was experiencing fat necrosis and you could smell the rotting through the incisions. Luckily, she survived, but she's been on bed rest since. She can't sit upright for more than 10 minutes. Want to hear something funny? She's furious with me, because according to Corey, I cursed her results. I'm not kidding. She said it wasn't just a physical surgery, it was spiritual, and I poisoned her energy with my hateful aura. Being delusional must be genetic. Another interesting development happened to Corey. After being kicked out of my place, he went to stay with his mother at her apartment. I don't know how exactly, but a couple of his new neighbors found his TikTok account. On this account he had posted behind-the-scenes videos of him taking photos of my feet while I wasn't looking. A video titled, "She has no idea I'm taking these right now," got reposted on Twitter and went semi-viral. His neighbors were horrified. Rightfully so. They complained to the property manager that there was a person bragging about videoing people without their consent living in the complex. Now remember, Corey is a photographer and always has his camera capturing something. They were genuinely worried about their privacy and that of their kids. Word is, they sent a letter to Donna asking her to remove him due to safety concerns of other tenants. Everyone in his family has heard about the site and wants nothing to do with either of them. He's currently living in a $10 a day shelter. As for me? I'm doing better. Still not great. Still flinch a little when I wear sandals in public. Still hate that I ever let that man near my body. But I'm in therapy now. I changed my name on all my socials. I've signed up for a self-defense class. Also, it may be petty or it may be empowering, but I made my own OnlyFans account, on my terms, with pictures I took myself. I can't deny that the money was good. I'm reclaiming my body. Not for men, not for money, but for me. The difference? Consent. Corey tried to sell pieces of me. I'm here to remind myself I was never for sale.